Okay. So, namaste, dear friends. I welcome everyone to this beautiful gathering of amazing souls. We all want to be committed to evolve, because I believe everything is evolving. The entire universe is pulsating and evolving all the time. Our topic today is $1,000,000 point. And I'm going to explain what is the $1,000,000 point and how it would help us in our journey. Friends, $1,000,000 point is a point which is near, you can say, after the anus, and between the perineum. So it's if you put your finger a little deep, you will feel there is a space. It goes like this. So you can put your finger inside, and for men, the $1,000,000 point is near the prostate, and for women, it is near the cervix of the uterus. I will tell you one more thing about this point, which is very interesting. This point is not a physical location. So it is not something that we can grab, we can really hold. That is the interesting part. But why we are talking about $1,000,000 point? Friends, this point, when we can discover this point, what we can do is, for women, they can increase their energy level. They can increase their orgasmic level, their pleasure level. And not only that, it is also helpful in overall well-being, and that energy can be transmuted. It can be shifted from the sexual organ into the brain. That is the importance of the $1,000,000 point. That is for women. Same for men, but for men, it's a little bit more important. It will help you to master your sexuality, master ejaculation. Men have problems, premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, prostate problem, many problems we go through. Initially, when we are young, we don't look at all these things. They are not important. But if we are not paying attention to these things from a little early, later it turns into some problem or the other. So we want to know about these things beforehand. And the Taoist master says it's very important for your overall health. Not only sexuality. Sexuality is important. It's a part. But for the overall well-being, when this sexual power is too much accumulated below the navel in the sexual organ, what happens? Our mind gets diverted. It wants to go somewhere. So where will it go? It will go to pornography. And it will go to, it will look for some place to vent this energy, release this energy. All the, I won't say all, but many of the business, they are running on this. They want to take your sexual energy. So they will put the pictures, some nice picture of like a woman picture or some sexual picture, and you are subconsciously attracted to that. The entertainment industry is like $1 billion, the most expensive industry, isn't it? Entertainment, right? Because we can't get entertained ourselves. So we want to buy entertainment. So friends, there is a well of happiness energy inside us. And when we can make use of this point, if we can master this, what we can do is we can put this energy up and it turns into a creative energy. So much ideas comes, so much inspiration comes. You suddenly, you want to, you have a tendency, you will say, oh, let me be more creative. More ideas will come, you will be connect, and moreover, you develop an attractive personality, friends. This is so important. You become so attractive because you know how to store your sexual energy, and you know how to convert the sexual energy into pure divine energy. That's more important, isn't it? How I can convert this energy? Otherwise, it gets diverted to other. If you store a lot of sexual energy, because I speak to so many friends, they call me, some problem or that, they will say, oh, so much sexual urge is there in me. So the extra urge that we are getting, urge is fine. There's no problem with urge. Then actually there's no problem in a sexual act also. That's also fine. But we are talking when it's too much. We are talking about what to do about the excess energy. So, so many people, they call me, Aditya, I have this potential. I can run a business. I'm just running on a very small scale. I know I have a lot of potential. I can go 10x. I'm a medical student. I'm having an exam, but I'm too much energy. I don't know what to do. So we are not talking about these common things. So the $1 million point, friends, once you discover it, it is the source of pleasure for you. Not only pleasure, once you start feeling it, first of all, it's an amazing feeling in the body. That's what I can tell you. When I first could encounter this point, I could realize, oh, it is there in me. First thing is, it's a immense well of happiness and pleasure which is present inside you. How about that? How amazing is that? Once you discover that, you don't need any partner. Here I'm talking about only dual cultivation, single cultivation. Sorry, not dual. Dual is with your partner. We are not talking about that. That's another level. Today we are talking about how you can discover this point and you start using it for your well-being, for your own happiness. First, you regulate in yourself. Sometimes with a partner, it's too overwhelming. So single cultivation is important for you to master it first yourself, and then you can practice with a partner. That's also fine. That's also a nice, a different kind of experience. Okay, so friends, what is the $1 million point? $1 million point, as I said, is a point for women. It is inside the uterus in the cervix. For a man, it's the prostate. For the man, it is also called, the name is male G-spot. And many men, they are not aware of this kind of potential, this kind of sexual pleasure which is present in them. They're not aware. Many women are not aware, because for women, the Taoist masters say, the 3 gates for the woman to open to get into this orgasmic level. First gate, second gate, this is the third gate. Third gate is deep inside. Deep inside the uterus. Okay. Now, I will be talking about a few more things before I go into teaching about what is the exercise that needs to be done to discover this, right? I will be showing you about that. But before that, let me again talk about some of the myths. So when even when I was researching about this, I got many people say, oh, this is very dangerous. The Taoist master says, when you are ejaculating, you have to press that point. That is not the case. No. Here, We are talking about circulating the energy. Please understand that. We are not stopping the energy. Of course, I don't agree to pressing the point hard and not ejaculating that way. It is not right. But you need to know how to circulate this energy. First, you have to discover the point, and then you know how to take this energy upward. Right? So there are so many myths, friends, that this is harmful for health. You should not do it. No, we didn't understand this correctly. First, we need to understand what it is. Many people, they are talking, oh, you have to press the, press that point, and you have to not ejaculate. Especially, I'm talking for men, right? So, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how to circulate it. We are talking about circulation. This energy is vital. This is important. When it's down, it is creating this kind of things, but this has to convert, this has to transmute into creative energy, into our our wisdom. It needs to be here like a spiritual energy. It can become like that. So for that, we need to circulate this energy, and that is what I think is the myth that we have to understand. And I don't think there is any side effect, any bad thing when you are circulating the energy. What can be a bad thing out of that, friends? Right? So you're not stopping the ejaculation in a hard way or a harsh way. No, you're not doing that. Now, some hindrance that comes when you are trying to find the $1 million point and you are trying to exercise it. Many people say we are not able to do it. One major reason is, your spine is not enough flexible. That is one thing. Second, you don't move the lower part of the body much, because the spine is like a pump, friends. There are pumping system. The fluid, the spinal fluid, it can go up and down. There is a pumping system in the entire vertebra. Right? So what we have to do is, we have to, the $1 million point is somewhere in between. As I said, for women, as I said, it's from the cervix, and you can pull it up into the head. So you see, it's not like a physical point that you can touch, right? So what the practices are, you first ignite your pelvic floor. That's the trick. You first work with your backbone. Right? When you are doing the practices, okay, you keep practicing, and yeah, now my spine is flexible. My pelvic floor is so important, friends, so important, pelvic floor. Now the scientists and doctors are saying many diseases are coming because of weak pelvic floor. Right? Because it is a pump. When the pelvic floor moves, like we all don't want to pay much attention to our anus. Anus, a dirty place. Why we pay attention to the anus? But this is so important, friends. It is so amazing to see how the pelvic floor has been prepared, how it is holding all the organ, and it is given. It is so important for our health. It is given to us to generate energy. Right? How many of us we are so concerned about the lower part of the body? We do a lot. Many indigenous cultures, they have these dances, hip dances. Hip dances. They focus on the hip. They move the hip, dance with the hip, with their legs. They thump on the the ground. So important. So friends, before we learn about the $1 million point, I will teach you one important exercise. Without that, you cannot find the $1 million point. What is that? That is called ovarian and testicular breathing. Ovarian and testicular breathing. It is very powerful, and it's very easy to do this. Once you start doing this, you will feel the next stage is easier. Okay, so today I will teach you first ovarian and testicle breathing, and second we will learn about to find the $1 million point and how to shift the energy up, right? So this is our plan. Now I request everyone to stand up, because standing up is a good way to do the exercise, right? And then we move into the exercise. So I'll be also standing. I'm just shifting my camera. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, friends. So the very good exercise is the spinal flex. Okay, we are going to flex the spine. I told you two things. One is the spine, and one is our pelvic floor. Pelvic floor and spine. Two things. If you are flexible, then it's easier to find the points. Otherwise, it becomes very hard. Okay, so let's stand up and we'll do this exercise. Very simple. So what we do is we breathe. So we are breathing through our nose, and then we are releasing. So I'm breathing out. Okay, when I'm doing this, I'm breathing out. That means I'm breathing all dark, cloudy energy out of the body. So breathing in and breathing out, dark, cloudy energy. Breathing in with a smile, beautiful light. You're breathing in beautiful, sparkling light or golden light, and breathing out, heavy, cloudy energy. So you see what I'm doing? We are flexing the spine. Let us do it 9 times, friends. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So we are breathing in beautiful light, and breathing out dark, cloudy energy, negative emotions we are giving to the mother earth, and we are breathing in fresh light. You know, it can be a white light, it can be a golden light, you know, whatever you prefer. So maybe 3 more times. Breathe in with a smile, beautiful golden light, and release dark, cloudy energy. Breathe in with a smile, golden, beautiful light, and dark, cloudy energy. So breathe in and breathe out. What we did, we just flexed our spine, right? Now the spine is flexed, right? And we are feeling nice, right? We feel nice and we feel happy because we are doing something really, really good for our body. Isn't it? Feel good. Feel good. All right. Now, this is called the testicular and ovarian breathing. I will be explaining for men differently, for women differently. Now, men, they need to breathe into the testicle. Now, there are some smart guys, you know, say, Aditya, come on. How can I breathe in the testicle? What you're talking? We are breathing through the lungs. Correct. You are breathing through your lungs. That's right. But whenever we are putting our attention, energy flows there, friends. So it's not only when we are breathing, we are not only breathing the air, we are breathing prana, energy, chi. So when I'm placing so just say, like you can breathe from the heart, right? You breathe from the lungs, right? Now, can't you breathe from the belly? Is your belly sucking the breath? Right? Yes, it is possible. So that way you can still breathe a little lower from your testicle. So what you do, it's easy. It's very easy. You imagine your testicles. Imagine your testicle and feel your testicle is sucking your breath, and smile. Smile at your testicle. Okay. So this is how you breathe. Smiling and breathing into your testicle. It's so beautiful practice, friends. I can't tell you how important and beautiful it is. Minimum, like, do it 50 times, 100 times. You will grow energy. You'll see how your energy grows, right? And it's easier for you to get into the the $1 million point, or other practices gets easier. This is the basic practice. For women, how you breathe is, I'll just show you. Like, for example, this is the navel. Okay, for women, this is the navel. So what you need to do is, you hold like this. You make, can you see how I have made? This is my navel, and I made a heart, like a nice heart. Okay, and you see my pinky fingers. Now the pinky fingers are where your ovaries are. Now this cannot be like accurate, but almost here. All right, now this is where your ovaries are, and imagine you're breathing into your ovaries. So the ovaries, like, they are breathing, right? For men, friends, it's easier for men because testicles, they are outside. Women, it's inside, but no problem. You can imagine. That's what I'm saying. You imagine that you are breathing in your ovary and testicle. Okay. All right. So let's do this breathing. Just see if you can follow me, 3 times. Let's do it three times. So for men, you will feel, sometimes you will feel the scrotum going up and down. So you'll feel you're really breathing there. And it's with practice, friends, you can do it better. Everybody can follow me? Yes, no? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So this is how we breathe in the testicle. Now, second part is, we have to circulate it. So how do you do? Breathe into the testicle, breathe out from the spine. Did you get it? Again, Aditya, how can I breathe out from my spine? Simple. Imagine that you're breathing out from your spine. Okay. And people who are not getting it, you can use this hand movement. So breathe in into the testicle, into the ovary, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do it. Breathe in into the testicle, ovaries, breathe out through the spine. What you are doing, you are converting, this potent energy. You are programming your body that, okay, you don't have to be only down there. You can come up, right? Come on, let's do it. Breathe in, testicle, ovaries, breathe out. Spine, from the spine, and like a circle. Breathe in, testicle, ovaries, breathe out from the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in into the testicle, ovaries, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax, relax. Right? So I like to shake the body sometimes, just like from the tail. Like, imagine you have a tail on the earth, right? And you are wagging your tail, like how a dog wags the tail. The dogs, they feel so happy. They have a tail. We also have a tail. We have forgotten our tail is there. It's it cannot be seen. With evolution, it has become shorter, but we still have a tail. So we don't wag our tail, right? So this wagging of the tail. Okay, we feel so nice, so energized. This testicle and ovarian breathing. Let's do it 9 times again. So always set of 9 is a very good way to practice. That's what the Taoist master, my mentor, Master Mantak Chia, he always stresses. he says 9 times. Aditya, is a very good number. 999. If there's a very good set, and you really do good thing for your body. Yeah. So let's do it, friends. So imagine and smile. Two things. Imagine and smile at your testicle ovary. That's it. Simple. And you will get it. It's not complicated. Easy. Very easy. So smile and look at your testicle, like from the inner eye. Imagine that's how we look, and that breathe into it and breathe out. Breathe out through the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. 4. So just see my body movement. I'm also moving little. I don't know if you can see it. Right. This is the movement. So breathe in. See, this thing has gone. Right. Breathe in and then breathe out. It has gone out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. So it's kind of like you are sitting on an imaginary chair and standing up. Sitting. This is the pump. Okay. This is very good, friends. This is a very good exercise. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Let's do it. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe into your testicle ovaries and breathe out. Breathe into your testicle ovaries, breathe out. So you are standing shoulder, legs shoulder apart, okay, and sitting but not sitting, up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and relax, relax, relax. Okay, so this is testicular ovarian breathing, and do it as a set of 9. 999 is a very good way. And this will program the body to breathe from our testicle ovaries. These are places of energy, friends. How do I get energy? I feel so tired. How I don't feel like a spark in my life. There's no happiness in my life. These are the places. These are the places to look for. $1 million point. $1 million point is that magical point for you to master. Where is the $1 million point? For men, it is near. Where is it? I have just mentioned it. I think people are still joining. $1 million point for men, near your prostate. $1 million point for women, it is in the uterus near the cervix. Why is this point important? This point, if you find this point, this is a source of endless pleasure for you, energy for you. And this point, when you find it, you can use this point to pull the energy up into your head so that the sexual energy can turn into creative energy, spiritual energy, or you can rotate this energy. If too much energy here, we want to release this energy. We want this energy to go. Right? Like I was mentioning, pornography, industries, other places, they are using means through sexuality to suck the energy from you, suck your money. So we need to discover the $1 million point. $1 million point is not a physical location, right? It is a imaginary location. It's not actually imaginary. It's actually involuntary, friends. But through practice, we can make it conscious. This unconscious point in us, we can make it conscious. So what is the exercise to do this? Exercise is very simple. It is called the anus exercise. What you do, if you look at the pelvic floor, friends, the anus is a very small point, but it has many muscles. The structure of the pelvic floor is so amazing, right? What you do is, there is a front part, there is a back side, there's a left side, there's a right side. It is a very small area, not too good to look at. Looking at the anus, not good. But very important part, friends. So what you do is, you contract this anus like this. What happens when you're contracting, and you don't do it very tight, you see? Please understand. Don't be very harsh. Don't squeeze it like this. Gentle. And again, always you are standing. Your legs are shoulder wide apart and a little bend, like you are sitting, but you're not sitting. So you're going to squeeze this anus and relax. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. If you keep doing, you will find it is going straight. For the men, it's going to hit the prostate somewhere here. For the women, it's going to hit that cervix inside the uterus. And from there, from this point, there is a straight link into the head. So the energy, if you keep practicing, it will shoot into the head. Let's practice. So you can do it 50 times, 100 times, 200. It's good for you. Don't overdo it in the beginning. Maybe 50 times is good, right? So let's do it a few times. Squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. So you're using your anus. Squeeze, relax. There's some question here. Okay, Darpanji, I'm not sure about the Ashwini Vijroli Mudra. It could be. But what I understand is when we are learning about a system from a certain place, let us not try to mix one thing with the other, please. This is my request. This is how I study. Okay. So I have studied Tantra, I've studied shamanism, and Tantra also have various variations. My mentor, they says, don't mix anything with anything. When you are doing that Ashwini Mudra, please, you can follow it, their instruction there, right? When you are listening to the Taoist master, because this is Taoist wisdom, friends, right? This is how I learned from mentor Mantak Chia, Master Mantak Chia. And I follow it. I have benefited. Many people benefit all around the world. People are benefiting from it. Whoever practice, they get it. See, right now I'm sweating. I don't know how many of you are sweating. Any of you are sweating? Yes? Can I see hands? Some hands? See? So many hands, right? Sweating. Why? You're generating energy. You are an energy generator, right? You know it is, you have energy, you can generate energy. Now you need to regulate your energy. You have to circulate your energy. That's it. Simple, right? Let's do the practice, friends. So squeeze the anus. So you're standing, little bent, your knees are little bent. So you're sitting, but you're not sitting. Okay. And squeeze, relax. So smile at your anus. It's not good to smile at your anus, but smile at your anus and relax. 3. So you can do it sitting also. That's also fine. Sitting, standing is better. If you're sitting also, you can do sitting. Take a chair, sit, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very soft, friends, don't be hard. More soft, it's more beneficial, right? 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're just lifting the anus softly. 8, 9, and relax. So when you are doing this, you will, many of you, if you are sometimes people just get it, they just get it. They just say that, oh, I feel like a very pleasurable sensation, so there's some activation is there. Yeah. So you really can't put your finger there and say, oh, this is the point, right? It is not voluntary. It's involuntary muscle. But when you keep practicing, you can activate it now. You can activate it. And once you activate it, you find, oh, now I know my $1 million point. Another thing I will tell, for women, this point gets easily activated when she's a mother, she's feeding breast milk to the baby. This nipple, for women, if you even squeeze the nipple, you get a sensation there. That's one way to activate for women. Men can also try, but for women it is more apt, right? And men, you need to be aware of your prostate. Women, you be aware of your not the ovary, but the uterus. Okay, so men, put your attention on the prostate. Women, put your attention on the ovary, the uterus. How? Picture it. That is the key. You picture it. It is there. It is anywhere there. You picture it. Okay, and you keep doing this. This is, as I said, you do it like a 50 repetition. Right now we did 9 into 3, right? So you can keep 50 or 100. You can do it in the morning, in the evening, anytime. You will feel you are mastering this point. Okay, now I feel. Oh yes, now I can. So initially when I was learning, oh, what is the $1 million point? I'm not getting it. I don't understand, because I was not practicing. I was not getting it. But since when I regularly practice. Oh, now I get it. Yes, there is the sensation. And when I can put my attention there, it has a straight connection into the midbrain. It activates the midbrain. So if you want to grow more wise, if you want to have more ideas, if you have good health, if you want to master, okay, now I want to sleep, that's it. I program my mind. You have such mind control because you are given an energy for this purpose. Why is the sexual energy there? Oh, we only knew that, okay, sexual energy is there to create babies or have pleasure. We didn't know the other parts. It is there for the cultivation of your body, your mind, your emotion. Sometimes women, they come, oh, so much emotion they have. You master this and you can master your emotion. Okay, friends. All right. So I will now give the permission to people to ask questions. And I think yeah, Gaurav. Yeah.
Namaste, Aditya. Is this the same as PC exercise?
PC muscle is different. PC muscle is different. No. Today we are using the anus. So this is a very small portion, the pelvic floor, and there are different locations. We can spot 5 different locations in the pelvic floor. Today we are using the anus. This is anus exercise.
Then PC muscle, how will we differentiate whether we
PC
are...
muscle is you feel peeing. It is related to the pee. Pee.
Okay, you squeeze the urethra.
Urethra, yes, that's the urethra.
Okay.
This is the anus.
Okay, right, got it. Right,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so there's different places in the pelvic floor we are working. So that's what we do, friends, because we have to train the pelvic floor, and there is a training for that, right? And we have this, Gaurav is asking, he's from our internal team. We have a small team where we practice it every week. What we do is we do different practices to master this. So more you practice, you master this, and it has to be like a step-by-step process, right? Because otherwise it gets complicated. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have Darpanji. Yes, he wants to ask a question. Darpanji.
Sir, I have a question that the first exercise has to be done standing up. Can we do it sitting also?
Sitting also you can do. No problem. I do it standing because I feel more energy. I was doing it standing. You can sit also, but do the spine exercise and flex your body, for the energy to run. Otherwise, we are generally clumsy sitting. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Basic thing I understood, but the hand movement I don't get.
Sir, everybody won't get everything. Hand movement I shown to people who are more kinesthetic. They feel, oh, when I'm moving it, I feel the energy going up. So they can visualize better. Some people say, oh, I don't understand hand movement. I can just imagine the energy going up and down. It's fine. So when you are putting the hand,
necessary, sir?
No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Some people can just do it. They one breath. Okay, my energy is up, then down. One breath, done. But for here, people are they're starting to practice this. So for beginners, the hand movement will help.
So, sir, inhale for 3 seconds to prostrate, then hold, no need to hold, and then immediately release it through spine. That's all?
Yeah, you don't have to hold it, right? So I think you are talking about the testicle breathing, right? That's a different, sir. Testicle breathing is different. Testicle breathing is we are breathing into the testicle and then putting it up the spine. That's a different exercise. Second one we did was $1 million point. Two things. Why did we do the testicle and ovarian breathing? Because it helps us activate the pelvic floor. So you have more energy, right? Now, when you are squeezing the anus, it's more easy to find the $1 million point. Sometimes it's not that easy to find this point, right? So you have to activate the different parts of the pelvic floor in order to feel, right? So first we did the ovarian and then we did the $1 million point. Okay, sir?
Yeah, got it, sir. That NS one, what was the second exercise, sir?
Yeah, so it is you squeeze the anus and relax. It's very easy. Gently squeeze, relax.
That is easy, sir. First exercise was a bit, I will try practice and then get back to you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Practice
it and it will become easy. Yeah. Okay, I see Mr. Tarun saying did not got the difference of PF exercise and this exercise. Pelvic floor. Okay, I think Tarun, if you can just unmute and say your question, it would be more better because I need to know exactly what you're asking.
Sir, I didn't got the difference between this exercise and the pelvic floor exercise. Means I found it.
Pelvic floor, though it is a small place, there are various points in the pelvic floor, right? How do I show you? I don't know if I have. Just hold on. I have my T-shirt here. Okay, I'm just showing this. Okay, now let's say this is the pelvic floor. Okay, now when you pull this pelvic, you pull one portion of it. You see the other portion also comes out. Did you see this?
Definitely.
Same with the pelvic floor. What we are doing now, we are focusing on the anus. Sometimes we focus on the PC muscle. Sometimes we focus here. So what happens now? The $1 million point, which is somewhere here in the air, it is somewhere here. It's not a physical location. So when we are doing this, okay, now it's easy. Otherwise, the pelvic floor is hard, it's like loose, it doesn't have energy in it. So it has to have a stretchability, right? It has to stretch, right? So today what we did is we did the anus stretching. Other times, what we do is the PC muscle. Right? I can give you another 5 points here, but these are the main things. So when you do this, so this one, so it becomes good. Like, okay, now I can, this is flexible. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. All right. So any other questions? Any other doubts?
Sir, we have to bend our knees in the first exercise. Bend our knees.
Always knees bending is good, sir. This is how the Taoist master they stand. You will see, if you stand like this, you will be able to stand for a long time, and you have like a good grip on the mother.
Can't see your knees actually.
Yeah. So so I'm not doing this. Okay, this is not the pose. Just a little. So imagine there is a chair here. I'm sitting on the chair, on the air, just sitting, but I'm not sitting. That's it. So I'm standing like this. All the time I stand like this. So there's a little spring movement here, and there's a imaginary chair here. You see? This is how the standing position is. Okay, sir?
Got it, sir. Got it. So can we do this once again, if you don't mind?
Which one?
First exercise.
First one is ovarian testicle breathing. So for men, you need to breathe into the testicle. Very easy, sir. Not complicated. You have to imagine your testicle, smile at your testicle, breathe in, breathe out to the spine. So why I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? It will help people who are beginning to do. When I say breathe out through the spine, this is complicated. But when you move your hands, you will see you'll get like a nice sensation. Yeah, it's like when I breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through the spinal cord, coming up to the crown. Again, breathe in into the testicle, breathe out through the spine. Breathe in into the testicle, breathe out through the spine. Okay, so that's what I had to share, and I thank everyone for joining the class today, taking your time. I hope this was helpful, right? The thing is, we have to practice, right? So I am dedicated to share this work because it helps me to practice. Firstly, I am practicing, and people can also benefit. That's why I like to create these kind of gatherings, right? So that you get to know the awareness about how important pelvic floor is, how it's going to benefit, right? If you have questions, reach out to me. I am there. I will answer your questions, and we can again meet. We can again exchange. Like we have so many doubts, so many questions. So always we can have these gatherings. We can talk. We can learn together. Okay, friends. So thank you so much. I see so many comments here, and thank you. I can't read all of them, but I see a lot of thank yous, and I also thank everyone for creating this space, because it's nice to work with everyone together. And let us do little work. At least this we can do 5 minutes a day. It's great. I feel like that, and I want to be committed to doing that. I need to work on my pelvic floor. I hope everybody works on the pelvic floor, so that we have more prana, more chi, more energy. That's the intention. Okay. All right, friends. Namaste, and I'll be